Oh, the new mixtape coming out is crazy, man. Big up to Baller Status. Big up to my man Advocate. Big up to Alcatrax. Big up to Lord Gang. The new mixtape is crazy. Like, you know, Lords of the Underground, man, I always felt like we didn't get a fair shake at things. We have a platinum success, have gold success, but for some reason I always felt like people didn't totally believe, you know what I mean, in Lords for some reason. It just always felt like that to me. And before we was Lords of the Underground, I was always a solo artist. You know, Redman being my DJ back then, and I just feel like with the Baller Status mixtape, I feel like, you know, I still got hunger in me for this hip hop, and I just want to show people, because I feel like it's a me that they never heard yet, you know, Do It All. So I just want to kind of give them that, man. So the Baller Status mixtape is called The Me You Never Heard. I mean, excuse me, the hunger in my voice, man, and it's gonna show you the me you never heard for real.
How come I Do It All mixtape and not Lords of the Underground, especially if you feel like they didn't get their just due?
I just feel like, you know, you have to do things in order to grow. If you keep doing the same thing over and over, it's insanity. Especially when you experience different things, you encounter different things. It changes your perspective, and it helps you grow. It helps you become who you are today. If I was the same that I was when I came out with Here Come the Lords album, what is it there to listen to? You know, so the reason why it's a Do It All album instead of a Lords of the Underground album is because we've been recording together for so many years. We just finished the Ninth Wonder album together, and we was kind of saying, you know what, we're never gonna break up. We want to be like Run DMC, but we're gonna probably make this our last studio album, and we're just gonna continue to be a touring group, you know. So everybody has to get the bug again. Funk didn't want to do it for a minute. Lord Jazz is one of the biggest DJs in Europe, you know. So I got to continue to do what I'm doing, and that's my showing my love for hip hop. So that's why it's a Do It All album and not a Lords of the Underground.
So the state of Lords of the Underground, you guys are still good?
Oh man, those are my brothers from another mother. I just spoke to Funk Man 2 days ago. I was just with him at his crib in North Carolina. Me and Mike Biv was down there. Jazz was just here in Jersey and in Cleveland for 2 months. Then he went back to Europe. He had a DJ in Berlin. And, you know, it's funny because, you know, the euro is higher than the dollar. And like I said earlier, man, just because they don't see you in the mainstream eye or see you on TV or hear you all over the radio, they think you're not doing anything. But we're always overseas getting euros like 4 times a year. So we just staying busy, man.
The mixtape are the ones that people really, really need to check. Like, what are your standout records on it?
Man, I'm just in creative mode, so I don't know, man. I might be being biased. I mean, I like drug dealer music. Drug dealer music, just by the title alone, is going to catch a lot of attention because it's called drug dealer music. But I think, you know, I haven't sold drugs in I don't know how long. You know what I mean? So it's not about drug dealers selling music or anything. It's saying that my music is like those drugs,
right,
that fiends and bass heads or whoever takes. And I'm the dealer of that. You know what I mean? So it's drug dealer music. You know what I mean? It's the equivalent of drug dealer music. You know, I got a joint on there with my man, with Pure, you know, and my man Cartel, produced by Paul Cabin out of Cali. He don't even know I had the beat. He never hit me back. But the record on there is called Top of the World. You know, it's just a good feeling record. You know, I'm just trying to make good music, man. You know.
Mixtape and album?
Through Baller Status, through yourself, through your connections, through Lord Gang, through Alcatrax, man. The audience that I want to reach is the audience who miss an MC being an MC rhyming to hot beats and talking about how he's living the culture of hip hop through his music. You know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to express to the audience of people who love good music, man. So whether it be, really it's adults,
okay,
you know.
So would with a 20-year-old kid who likes Slaughterhouse, which in my opinion, those are all MCs. They like a DoItAll mixtape.
I believe they would.
Okay. So.
But what will attract them to the DoItAll mixtape? That's the question. They have to hear something first to believe that they will like it. Because if they go off the past, if they go off of things of that nature, then who knows?
Right. Tell them about your album.
Oh, my album is called Mr. Do It and the Adventures of Freddie P. Of course, Mr. Do It is just the new version of DoItAll, and Freddie P is just my alter ego. He's the old head on the album.
So what's the difference with Mr. Do It and the DoItAll people know from Lords of the Underground?
The DoItAll that people know from Lords of the Underground is a dude who's fresh off the streets of Newark, New Jersey. Fresh off the streets of Newark, New Jersey. He's the braids, he's the bandana, you know, he's the I don't really care.
Right.
Let's get this money and let's rap. You know, Mr. Do It is an adult. He's the one who still goes through Newark, New Jersey, but now he might pop out and hop. He's a G.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's a G in the hood, so he hops out and he kicks it with the dudes around the way, blah, 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 jumps back in his whip, and he goes now to his nice house out on the outskirts of Newark, New Jersey.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he's just the older version who still loves hip hop, but now his mindset is totally different than the little teenager.
Do you think that the Freddie P alter ego might outcast some of your normal fan base? Because in tradition, when RZA did it, some other people, it didn't turn out too well. How do you think yours is gonna? I think Monster is gonna just be what it is, because Freddie P, he doesn't have a song on the album. Right. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm trying to be an artist as Freddie P. It's just a little catch. You know, you might catch me doing some backgrounds on the album. You might hear him spitting some G knowledge to Mr. Do It on the album or whatever. He's just the old head. Like you know who his brother is? This is who Freddie P is. His brother is Uncle Quillis from Redman album. You know what I mean? So that's his older brother. So Freddie P is like, if Uncle Quillis didn't make you think, you know, anything different about Redman, then Freddie P won't make you think any different about DoItAll.